up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Makaya, and I'm here to talk about what we're about to talk about today, because why not? Anyway, so you guys see that I got a different background because I moved. New room, who this? But anyways, we're waiting on the ring light, and I'm gonna try to get a new mic for y'all. We have a ring light and a mic, supposedly, so I can get a better background so y'all don't have to see this back here, and y'all can see actually see something better than what I got to offer. Yeah, anyway, so today we're talking about conspiracy theories. Don't play with us, because I love conspiracy theories. I'm like one of those weird kids that can just sit and watch these videos all day, but I have to watch cartoons after, because I cannot leave my room until I watch cartoons after. And I can't watch them while I'm home. See if I'm home. I'm not home alone. I can't watch them when I'm home alone. And I can't go to sleep when I talk about them, because they be scary. Like, what if... But while we're here, we're going to talk about my top five conspiracy theories, which means these are my top favorites. I like all of them, but these are my favorites. Some of them be bogus, though. I ain't even gonna cap to y'all. Some of them, they just be lying like crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about my top five. I got TV on in the background because I can't record in the dead silence. I can't record when it's dead. I can't record when it's dead silent. Dead for real. Yo. That's ghetto. Don't do that. Sorry. Let's get into this video, y'all. Which way we going? Which way we going? Whoo! Whoo! It's just... Okay, with number... We're going to start with number 5, which is the Marilyn Monroe conspiracy theory. So there were theories about my good sister Marilyn Monroe being killed. Like, she didn't overdose, she got killed. So I love Marilyn. Everybody that knows me knows that I love me some Marilyn Monroe. But the conspiracy theories, they have me a little twisted in the head. I ain't even gonna cap y'all. So they were basically saying how she was a hoe. Marilyn was a hoe. And basically she was dipping and dabbing in everybody's little relationships or whatever. And she was sleeping around with both of the Kennedys, like Robert and... what's the other one name? Let's see. John. Stupid. What? What did I think John F. Kennedy was the Why did I think Robert was the he was a run... Oh. So it was a theory, like, yeah, we knew she was messing around with Robert, but we didn't know that she was messing around with John too. Like, since she wanted both of the brothers, like, dang, slow down. So basically they were saying, okay, she sung happy birthday to John F. Kennedy, and
happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you.
But the way that she sung the video, song happy birthday to the president, it sounded really not friendly birthday. Like, you know how you sing happy birthday to you, you know, that she was singing it like she loved me. She was singing it like she actually had like history with the man, and she was singing like it was a little R&B pop song or whatever to him, while his family there like, girl, don't do that, wait until they not there. So 2.5 months after she sung happy birthday to John F. Kennedy on his 45th birthday, May 19, 1962, she was found dead. That one, they're saying like it wasn't an overdose, it was an inside job, really. So I remember watching this video a while back, and if I find the video, I'm gonna put the link in the description, because this type of stuff that I watch. So basically they were saying how she was in her room. She takes sleeping aids because she can't sleep at night because she's so stressed out about her career and her lifestyle, this, that, and the third. So she takes sleeping aids. She takes sleeping aids. She takes sleeping pills, okay? Dang. pills. She takes the pills. And supposedly she took too many that night. And she was on the phone with Robert. You know, she was caking it up or whatever, like 12 a.m. in the morning. Hey, boo, how you doing? That, then the third. So, basically, she was on the phone with him, and she supposedly passed out. And so, the phone fell out of her hand. She's laying on the bed. She's just knocked out cold. And her light is still on in her room. And with her light, I saw a car go by. Anyways, so with her light being on her room, it alarmed like her maid or the person that, I think it was her maid. It was her maid. It had to be her maid. So it like alarmed her maid, and she knocking on the door. She like, Miss Monroe, are you okay? And she's not answering. So she's like going into panic mode because the door's locked. I feel like, okay, yeah, the door was locked. So she called the doctor. I think it was something with the maid having a key to every door in the house. Like, she had a key to every door in the house. But when she called the doctor had to go outside and punch the glass to the door that was in her room. So he punched the glass. And they were saying, like, if he punched the glass, wouldn't the glass be... No, I think they were wrong about that. Because if you punch a door, the glass is going to fall inside the door and not outside. Y'all watch the video. I don't know what I'm talking about. So he punched the door, the glass fell. They're saying, okay, that's a little suspicious because why is the glass on that side and not that side? So there's that. And so when he got in, he was able to let the maid in through the door. Anyways, so when he gets in, he checks her pulse. She's still breathing. Like, she's breathing. She's just asleep. But for some reason, he injects something into her. And then he loses a pulse, and she's not breathing anymore. And he's just sitting there, like, they're chilling, talking about what they're supposed to do or whatever. And then he calls the paramedics. But for some reason, I remember them saying, like, they didn't come get her body until in the morning. My thing is, if it was that night, why wouldn't they get her body that night? Like, I understand the time setting and how long ago this was, but still, the 911 operators, they operate the same way that they do today, right? Like, time didn't change none of that, did it? So basically, that's that. And everybody's saying that they killed her off because Robert was giving her inside scoops on, like, what's going on in the White House, the Area 51, the aliens, da-da-da-da-da. So, she knew too much. Like, she knew too much. She was sleeping with both of the Kennedy brothers, and Jackie wasn't here for it. Not even Jackie, the CIA, they wasn't here for it. So, they had to kill her off. They had to off my good sis. So, there's that. And yeah. She was killed. It wasn't an overdose. But y'all ain't hear that. Me. And now we got conspiracy theory. Here we go with conspiracy theory number 2. Number 2 is John F. Kennedy. They really could have been on 1, but John F. Kennedy. I believe I can do John F. Kennedy off the top of my head though, but that's weird because I have screenshotted it. Okay, y'all, so I didn't screenshot it, so I'm gonna have to go off the top of my head with this one. So, the John F. Kennedy conspiracy theory was basically saying how his death was an inside job. With, they said that with Jackie being a little jealous that he was fooling around on her with Marilyn, and that, like, that made her mad. Like, if your husband cheating on you, then I don't think you would want him dead. Like, you would want him dead, but you wouldn't want him dead for real now, would you? So, that's that. What else? They're saying that Lyndon B. Johnson also had a part in it. The CIA, the government, basically. The government had a problem with it because they, what? because they wasn't agreeing with the stuff he was doing. You know, John F. Kennedy, he was like one of those presidents that was here for the black people. Like, he was like, hey, black power. And they wasn't here for it. So, you know, you had the little things in the mix of his little assassination. You know, when a car was coming down and pew pew, shot him in the head, neck, and he was dead, or whatever. So, they were saying that it had something to do with the Umbrella Man, Jackie Kennedy, Lyndon, the driver, and whatever else. I ain't watched the video in a while. I'm doing this off the top of my head because I thought I had the screenshots on my iPod and I didn't. So that's that. They were basically saying Jackie helped by putting gunpowder in the flower pot in front of the White House before they left for his little, was it? I want to say it was his inauguration, but I think he was already president for a while then. They were in Houston, Dallas, somewhere. Look, y'all, I am so sorry for being so uneducated. He did get shot in Dallas, Texas, but the White House ain't there, so. In Texas for something, and he ended up getting shot. The Umbrella Man was their signal, was Oswald's signal in another building to shoot. And well, all that happening. With all that happened, I had a brain fart. With all that happening, Lyndon was somewhere happy because he was about to be moved up to president of the United States. Like, he didn't really care about the death or whatever. He didn't. So that's that. And I don't know too much about John F. Kennedy, so we're gonna go to number 3. Or was it? Or is it 5? What number am I on? Anyways, our next one. So our next one is my boy Pac. You know that boy? You know, none of his songs popped up in my head when I just did that, and it's like weird because like. Anyway, so Tupac. I'm basically saying that my boy's still alive, and this is one that I really do feel like it's true. Because after watching that movie that they like put out a few years ago or either a year ago about the life of Tupac and all that stuff, like behind the scenes scoop of everything basically, I believe like he's still alive. Like his death was a hoax. I don't know why he couldn't want to fake his death, but I really do feel like that's true because in the movie they basically said that he never left going out without a bullet. What's the thing called? A bulletproof vest on. And he left for some reason that day without a bulletproof vest on, and he ended up getting shot and killed. Well, he didn't die, but he died like a few days later after that. But still, he got shot and killed. So, I feel like that right there, that was a hoax. He's still alive. There's been multiple sightings of him still being alive or whatever. Shooter in a white Cadillac pulled up on the right-hand passenger side of Tupac's BMW at traffic lights, opened fire at 11:15 p.m. The star was hit 4 times in the chest, arm, and thigh and died 6 days later. What is that? Basically saying that man's still alive. He's just somewhere. Him and Michael together. And that leads us to conspiracy theory number 4, 2, whichever way I started counting. We somewhat know. Next to the next one, which is Michael Jackson. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm married to that man. I'm married to Michael Jackson. That's my husband. But I'm basically saying that he's still alive too. And that's one that I really do deep down feel like it's true. Because for when he died, it was a shock. Like it was crazy. And there's a bunch of conspiracy theories and stuff about when they put him in the ambulance from the house to the hospital. He got out and he walked himself into the hospital. And if he was pronounced dead at the house, why would they need to take him to a hospital? Like, yeah, y'all. Oh, I knew That's where the autopsy was. That's so stupid. Anyways, so he supposedly walked into the hospital, and then at his funeral, they had a private funeral for like his close celebrity friends and his family and stuff, and he was supposedly sitting there. And in one of the videos, I'm gonna put the link to all these videos if I find them in the description, and in one of those videos, it was just one of his closest friends saw him at the funeral, and she turned around, she said Michael, and they like slowed it down so you could see her mouth pronounce Michael, but it's like she could have been saying like Bridget or Michelle, Michael. It's not the same. Bridget isn't the same, but you get my point. And then at his actual funeral at the Staples Center, the way that their family was acting, it wasn't like they were sad or anything. The fact that they had no open casket anywhere, that was the crazy part, because if you knew that he was in a casket, why would you not open it? But the picture that did surface with him being in a casket, it was the same casket as James Brown's. It was the same flowers, the same tuxedo, and his head looked like he was like photoshopped into the casket. So that was that. And then also there at the actual funeral, the way his family was acting, it was a little out of the norm. Like if your brother like just, sorry y'all, I got a phone call. Anyways, so basically, if you knew like somebody that was in your immediate family had just died, you would be torn apart. Like I don't care how long it took from the time that he died to the time of the funeral, you would still be torn apart. Like I understand like people don't grieve the same, but for your brother, your dad, your son to die like that, like it's gonna take you, there's a possibility that you will never heal from that type of pain. But I'm saying like you do not move on that fast. Okay, their family, they wore shades, they shedded a little tears or whatever, but there was no real evidence of them sharing tears. Like when Paris gave her speech at the funeral, you could see Jesse. Was it Jesse?
Stupid.
No, because Jesse is not her brother. It's Jesse. Jermaine! Anyways, you can see Jermaine. I think it was Jermaine. I feel like it was Jermaine. It was Jermaine and Janet. They were in the back. And they were standing behind Paris laughing while she was giving her speech. Like, that's your niece. Why are you laughing while she's talking about her dead dad? Paris also fake cried. She fake cried like crazy. And they also said that they hid Blanket's face. Like, they kept holding his head to not look into the audience because he was little then. Like, he don't know what's going on. So they hid his face so it looked like, so they could say, so they can keep the secret going, really. So with him not looking into the court and looking into the crowd and screaming out, "Hey, there's Daddy!" Then that kept another secret going. And then all that, and there was this person thing sitting behind Joe and Catherine during her funeral, and it looked just like Michael. She looked just like Michael. And when they got ready to leave out, like when the family was processing out, Janet motioned for that same woman that looked like Michael, that was sitting behind the family, like directly behind the family, to come on, like get up and let's go, like it's time for you to go. And what's another one? Oh yeah, there's been spottings of them not wanting to sell Neverland. It's just a lot. Like, why would y'all not, if this man is dead, like if he gone, you would want to sell his house. Like, I understand it's a special part to the children and whatnot, but they gonna grow up. Like, they not gonna want to stay there forever knowing that their daddy died in that house. If he was dead, then yeah, they would have sold the house. But they don't want to sell the house. They just want to keep it. Like, why are you keeping it? Like, it's Neverland. Open it up as an amusement park. Like, I heard that it's like beautiful, and I want to go. So y'all can open it up. Let me in. There's that. And then a few years ago, or either months, it's like this picture, like this big Jackson family picture, and there's this strange man that nobody knows nobody knows where he came from, holding Janet Jackson's baby. That's why I think it was years ago, because her baby has to be like 2-3 now. I don't know. But there's this picture. If I find a picture, it was on somebody's Instagram. It was on one of the Jackson's Instagram. There's this like the strange looking man just sitting down there. It's just sitting there holding her baby, like, and we're like, who is this man and why is he holding the baby? Like, you just let some random man from the cookout hold your baby? Like, no, we don't do that. You're black. And that leads us to, basically, yeah, the man's still alive. He's somewhere. And if you're still alive, hey, boo. Anyways, and that leads us to number 1 storage. But anyways, our last one is our dear and loving Princess Diana, which is basically saying that my good sis was killed and it wasn't a coincidence that. So basically, there's this video, this interview or something, or something that she wrote or either said that somebody was going to tamper with her. Somebody's going to end up tampering with her brakes. And basically they're saying that they killed her off because she was pregnant with somebody else's baby. Really, Princess Diana fell out of love with the prince. And there was a lot going on in the White House. I mean, what? What princess is in the White House? There was a lot going on in the little kingdom or whatever. Castle. Wherever. Anyway, there was a lot going on with them. And she was pregnant. And they was like, oh, you're not about to divorce my son. You're not about to leave the royal family and have another baby's baby and your baby here. Like, you're not finna do that. Like, she got 2 kids in the royal family right now. And one of them, they're saying, is not hers. So, which I believe because the boy, he's a ginger. And the man that they said was his real dad is basically, he's a ginger and the baby's a ginger and the print, and it wasn't a car accident, it was something else. Well, the car was smushed, so it had to be a car accident. Okay, they killed her off because there are cameras in the tunnels, and for some reason they could not find the footage of the actual car accident. They were saying that she was still alive when the ambulance came to get her. She was still alive. The bodyguard that was in her car with her supposedly offed himself after she died. So I feel like the queen, she has something to do with it, but she's just so small and innocent that nobody's gonna believe that she actually has something to do with somebody's death. So it has no flavor. Anyways, so basically, the ambulance. So when the ambulance came to pick up my dear sis Diana, they didn't take her to the nearest hospital. They took her to the furthest hospital possible. Like, if you're in London, why would you drive across the freaking country to get to another? Why would you drive? Why would you drive across the freaking country to get to another hospital when there's one right there? So that was one. Like, she could have been saved. She could have been saved. But they chose not to. But under Queen's orders, like, if the Queen was to tell you to off somebody and she was gonna pay you off, would you do it? I mean, I would do it. I ain't even cap y'all. If somebody were to, I would be a hitman. But that's besides the point. She was carrying a baby, a little human being. The queen didn't like it because it wouldn't be a royal baby. Also, from what I've heard, that when it's like something deadly like that, like if it's like a really bad car accident or something, they have they either have some really well trained paramedics, or they either have a doctor or a nurse or somebody in the ambulance with them to cater to that person. But why, when it's a deadly crash like this, like, I will put the picture of the car somewhere. Oh no, I need to get a new SD card, so I need to record on my camera because my phone be doing too much. But basically, what I was saying about Princess Diana is that her death was an inside job and that she could have been saved, but they chose not to save her. Don't save us. You don't want to be saved. So Basically, where I'm getting all this information from will be down in the description below, because I feel like I missed something in there. Y'all can find more than what I found. But these are my top 5. Don't shoot the messenger, because this is stuff that I've heard. I've heard this stuff. So don't come for me in the comments with your friends and y'all little demons or whatever. Don't do too much. Don't do too much. Don't. But basically, that's it. Like, that's the video, because I don't know what I said before my phone just started to lose storage all of a sudden. Like, I've been recording TV shows and y'all want a little surge when I'm trying to record a video so I can upload it? Nah, y'all doing too much. I was doing too much. Let me stop before they do it again. So basically, yes, I talked a lot in this video. And yes, you guys are going to start getting more videos from me, because why not? I mean, it's Corona break. It's Corona thing. So, I hope you guys like this video. Please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe to your channel, and make sure y'all share this video if you have. Well, you haven't. Well, make sure. Well, yeah, share the video with your friends so y'all can talk about like little conspiracy theories or whatever. You want to talk about my lashes, or my edges, or my hair. Y'all can talk about whatever. Just share my video. Help me get to a good number of views this time, because last time I was a little slacking. But that's none of my business. I think it's because I collabed with somebody. But all the links and stuff will be down in the description. This video, I did a vote on it, so if you voted on the unpopular opinions, you will get that next week. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you got any other suggestions or whatever, drop them down in the comments below. Video links will be in the description, and I love you guys. So with that being said, we out. Y'all ugly.